Start fresh. I'll go ahead and reset this. And you see here that if I'm just searching for everybody, LinkedIn gives me over 700 million different options. Well, we don't need a list that big. We actually don't need a list nearly that big. What we want to do is cultivate a very, very specific audience and engage them with the right message at the right time to increase the likelihood of them connecting with you and asking for an appointment. So how do you go about doing that? Well, first, we do want to target people. Second, we want to focus on second and third connections, because first connections are ones you're already connected with. So we're going after new customers, right? Then we want to go to locations. And this is where we can narrow down the region that we're going to search for. So let's choose Austin, Texas, for example. You can see that list is getting much, much smaller very quickly. Now let's say we want to target the employees or any individual affiliated with a particular company. In this case, here in Austin, next door is the Facebook building. Now they have employees who are coming and going and passing by my place of business. So maybe I want to engage with them, connect with them, ask them for a one-on-one appointment, ultimately for the intentions of being able to sell them my goods or services. Now you can see we've narrowed this list down to just 1,800 results. Now you don't have to stop here. You can get into more advanced filters, but for the sake of this example, this is perfect. I know exactly who I'm targeting, in what market, and I know that I can customize the language specifically to their place of business so that it feels even more personalized. So in order to get this list into Castanet, it's insanely simple. How do you do it? Just copy and paste this link up here on the top of the nav bar. Next, we're going to go into your Castanet account. This is a demo account I have set up. And the first thing we want to do is create a sequence. This is the sequence of messages we want to send out to an individual who we're connecting with. And in this case, we're going to start a new sequence. And we're going to start by inviting them to connect. So step 1, invite to connect. This message should be really, really simple. So this is not the place to sell. This first message should not be a sales pitch or ask for the appointment. It should just be the connection request. So let's go down and add another step. We're going to have this next step start 3 days after the first one occurred. This one should be a message. This message can be a little bit more verbose. Goes beyond just asking for the connection. Instead, it's going to tell them why you are asking for the connection. So this is where you want to tell them, hey, it's a pleasure to connect with you. Here's what I do, and I'd love to connect with you to learn more about how we can collaborate together. For the sake of example, I'm going to copy and paste a short message in here. Thank you for connecting with me. As a quick introduction, now we tell them what you do. Bullet points are a great way of summarizing your value proposition. And then of course, put your signature on the bottom line or a link to your calendar so they can schedule an appointment with you. Now let's go down and add another step. This one could be view profile, for example. And you can make that happen 1 day after this message here. So you can see within just a few moments, we've created a whole series of steps and messages to be sent out to your leads and prospects in a very specific area that are with a very specific company. This engagement strategy will automatically work once you get it turned on. Let me show you how to do that. We'll go down to the bottom. We're going to say, I'm done. First, we have to name it and then hit save. And now we're going to create the campaign. We'll click on New Campaign, and then click on LinkedIn Search Results, because that's where we got our list from. Now, if you're using Sales Navigator, you can use that as well. You can also target particular groups, members of a particular group, or people who have engaged with a particular post on LinkedIn. So there's a wide variety of different ways of engaging a particular audience. But in this case, we got it directly from the LinkedIn Search Results. So what we want to do is we want to take this list, and we're going to copy and paste it right here. We're going to give it a name. Typically, you want to give this name something very specific. So this case might be called Facebook Staff. Now I know exactly who we're targeting with this campaign. Once you hit next, it'll start working to import that entire list into the system. Now, be aware, this will take some time. It's going to take approximately 1 minute for every 100 prospects to populate. Also keep in mind that not all 1,800 of these prospects will actually end up in Castanet. The reason why is because many of the contacts in LinkedIn may not have complete profiles. So for that reason, it's only pulling in the profiles that are complete and will actually be able to be targeted by Castanet. Once you've completed importing your entire list into your campaign, you'll see the total results that have been imported. You can assign the campaign to the sequence that you created. And then as soon as you're ready to go, hit next. This will automatically start the campaign to engage your entire list with all of the messages that you've pre-configured. Now to toggle this campaign off, you can switch this button over to inactive. You can also save this campaign to archive if you've completed it. Now let's take a look at a few advanced features. Down here under settings, best practices are automatically built in the Castanet, but if you did want to make a change to how many profile views are being viewed by the system or follows each day, the number of invitations or connections per day, messages and endorsements, or make any other changes to the system, you can do that here. This will show you a list of anybody within your results who have been blacklisted that you no longer want to engage with. You can also view your network, your inbox, where all of the incoming messages and engagements and conversations are managed. Here you can actually put in the date of when you would like to do a follow-up, respond to their message by clicking this button here. You can also set or change the current status of the account. And then you can also click on their profile name to pop it up in LinkedIn. So that's it. That's a demo of the Castanet system, how to get it set up and going to target the right prospects in your market with precision accuracy. If you're looking to create new engagements and relationships within LinkedIn, there is no better way than with Castanet.